Okay, let me go through this one. We've got zinc plus sulfur produces zinc sulfide, and that would require some energy. So that would be, we would heat that up in a crucible or whatever we need, or furnace, and that would produce the zinc sulfide solid. Okay, so therefore we need energy, and energy would be released from that. Okay, so we're given over here 25 grams of zinc and 30 grams of sulfur, both solid, and we're going to add them together with this and heat them together in this crucible. Okay, so what happens is we discover from our equation that the mole ratio is 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. Okay, so it's 1 to 1 to 1. 1 mole of zinc will produce 1 mole of sulfur and produce 1 mole, we'll add to it 1 mole of sulfur and produce 1 mole of zinc sulfide. Okay, so we're given 25 grams of zinc and 30 grams of sulfur, and we're seeing what's going to happen as a result of that. So if we have a look and see how many moles that is, 25 grams over 65.4 grams per mole, which you got from your periodic table, okay, comes to 0.382 moles. Okay, so now with the mole ratio of zinc to zinc sulfide, the limiting reagent is zinc. So let's have a look why. Because if we have 30 grams of sulfur, if we have 30 grams of sulfur, that's 30 over 32.06 grams per mole for sulfur. 32.06 will give us 0.935 moles. Okay, so clearly there's more moles of sulfur by a lot than there is of zinc, so almost 3 times as much. So, in other words, let's have a look at what the difference is. So the limiting reagent is obviously not enough zinc. So that means that's the limiting reagent, not enough zinc, and all the zinc will be used up. So let's have a look and see how much of that. So if we have 0.935 minus 0.382, we'll end up with 0.554 grams of sulfur in excess. Okay, so that'll be remaining. So let's have a look at what 0.55, this is moles of sulfur, moles. Let's correct these things. So 0.554 moles of sulfur will remain. So 0.55 moles of sulfur, okay, comes to the mass times the MR, which will give us 17.75 grams of sulfur in excess. Okay, so as you can see from here, we almost will be using up, still have at least almost half of the sulfur will still be remaining after this reaction. The actual mass of zinc sulfide produced will be the same number of moles as this, 0.382, and multiply that by 98 grams per mole, which is the molecular mass of zinc sulfide, and we'll end up with 37.44 grams of zinc sulfide. That'll be the actual amount that we're going to get. Okay, so obviously that's nowhere near as much as we would have got had we had enough zinc to be able to create. Okay. All right, I think that's pretty straightforward. I see no issue why you should have a problem doing the rest of them, so if you can please carry on with the next lot of problems. Thank you.